Hey Carol, thank you for taking some time to view this video. I'm Travis Miller with Last Dragon Digital Marketing. So the point of this video is to give you some tips and tricks to increase your online presence, to increase your revenue, and to increase your business. And two is to compare your website to your local competitor's website and see if you could outbeat them with some traffic online as well, which will increase your revenue. So I'll talk about three things: content, backlinks, and citations. So whatever you hear, you could use these tips and tricks yourself, add them to the back end of your website. But if you want to talk about that or anything further, please feel free to give me a call, email me, or text me, and then we can talk about that. But like this video, or even don't like this video, if you leave me a line or two of feedback, and that just helps me get better at making these videos, free custom videos for local businesses. So let's get started. So first, talk about content. So content, anywhere between 1,500 to 2,000 words is a strong page, depending on the competition and number of keywords needed. So a keyword is anything someone might type into Google looking for a particular service or product. So in your content, you could place keywords throughout your website to tell Google exactly what terms you want your website to be found for. So your website here, you've got a beautifully laid out website. I'll just focus on adding some more content in there, some more keywords, and I'll give you some more search volume online. So speaking of Google, when you go to Google, we call these buyer intent words and keywords. So someone might type in plumbing services Justin, Texas, and this is what comes up. So usually what comes up here, we call this a map pack. That's with citations. I'll talk more about that in a minute. But we call these organics here. So when people type that in, the goal is to be on the first page of the organics when they're doing a certain search of area or service. So we really don't pay attention to directories like Yelp, Angie's List. A lot of people will just click on the service or the company that they search for. So the goal is to be on the first page, because very few people, go on the second and third page of Google. You've heard that you could hide dead bodies on the second and third page of Google. Just people don't go there. So the goal is to be on the first page. And you can do certain things to outrank these competitors and get on the first page pretty easy. So speaking of content, that's keywords. So this is a tool we use. It's called Ahrefs, that we do a deep dive into websites. So here's your numbers here. So right now you're only using 6 keywords on your website. That's giving you some search volume. So I definitely focus on increasing some of your buyer intent keywords, Justin Plumbing, even Denton Plumbing, some of those area plumbing services to help give you that search volume on your website. So just comparing that. So I picked this competitor here, Plumbing Double Services. So he was found, kind of in the middle, after Berkey. So he's right here. So if you beat him, get close to him, you'll be on this first page. So he's very beatable. So here's his numbers on his website. He has 19 keywords. So even if you increase your keywords by 10, 20, you're going to be close to him. And you want to have higher volume in the keywords. So think about the keywords that has the highest volume. So you could very easily take some of these keywords here. And as long as they're buyer intent words and they don't apply, like double wouldn't really work, but you could put, Beck's in there instead. And that'll give you some push volume as well. So think about increasing your keywords, and that's the content. So next is backlinks. Let's go back to your numbers and analytics here. So backlinks is anywhere where one website is linking to your website. So these links act as an endorsement of your website from others, kind of vouching for you. It gives Google trust in your website. So think of it as kind of like a popularity contest. The more backlinks wins. But keep it in mind, not all backlinks are created equal. It's going to be important to have other plumbing websites, HVAC services, drain services linking to your website. It doesn't do you any good if a restaurant or a dentist's office is linking to your website. So right now you have 70 backlinks with 11 different reference domains, and compare that to your local competitor with Plumbing Double. Let's go back to his. Here's his number. So he has quite more backlinks, 591 backlinks and 104 different reference domains. So a couple of things to really focus on is increasing your backlinks and keywords to get closer to this top competitor here. And then finally, there's citations. So let's go up here. So citations is anywhere where your business name, number, and address are shown exactly as your Google business profile. So citations help you rank in this map pack here. And it's very important for local businesses to be found here. It generates huge amounts of revenue. So kind of like the organics, people don't go to page 2. Very few consumers will go on to page or this button to find more services. So sometimes there's 4 here, but you definitely want to be in the top 3. And how to increase citations, they include directories like Yelp, Angie's List, Expertise, BBB, hundreds of others you may have heard of. Social media accounts are great as well. So the idea is that your brand begins to be found by Google all over the internet. So the larger your online presence is, the more Google trusts you. So once Google sees you more often than these competitors, the more likely it is you can outrank them in this map pack. So I hope you enjoy those tips and tricks. So once your content, your backlinks, and your citations, once they come together and you start to outgrow your competitors, here's where you might be looking at and why it's worth it. You want to be in the top pages here, either in the map pack, organics, or both. So not sure what your margins are, but I'm sure you can imagine that will generate some pretty good revenue. Also, there's usually many more keywords you could use to generate more and more traffic and leads. So this is what I do. And I'm creating this video for you to help you start generating leads online. So if you do find yourself you want more to continue scaling as far as you want, feel free to reach out and I could help you with that. Some more information, or we could talk about your goals, and I could do research to find out exactly what could be realistic for your business and what it might be to take those goals to the next level. So again, if you leave me a few lines of feedback on this video, I appreciate that. But hopefully you could use those tips and tricks yourself. But if not, you could always reach out to me. And thank you for listening, and have a great day.